Alright guys, welcome back with me with another YouTube video. Okay, so today I'll talking about 10 fights we want to see in One Piece. So, make sure to stay tuned for that. If you do enjoy seeing this anime reviews and want to keep them coming, the best thing you can do is smash that like button, and if you haven't, be sure to subscribe, and this is crucial, hit that notification bell or you will miss future anime videos. One Piece has some of the most amazing fights in the shonen genre. The most recent of them was Charlotte Katakuri vs Monkey D. Luffy. The fight was animated brilliantly and it left many fans in awe with its quality. There are plenty of other fights in One Piece that have caused the fans to grow more attached to the show. There are many fights in One Piece that were made off-screen and we never got to see what happened. Also, there are some fights which we haven't really seen in the series so far. We will be taking a look through some fights that we desperately want to see in One Piece. Mihawk vs Shanks. Mihawk and Shanks are two of the most popular characters in One Piece. Mihawk and Shanks used to be rivals when they were young, but after Shanks lost his arm, the rivalry died. According to Whitebeard, the battles between the two shook the entire Grand Line. It is amazing that the two fought at such a high level for a long time. We are yet to see any fight between the two, even if it's in the form of a flashback. A duel between the strongest swordsman and one of the four Yonko would be nothing short of a spectacle. Whitebeard vs Gol D. Roger. Whitebeard was known as the strongest man alive. He was one of the four Yonko and he was the leader of the Whitebeard pirates. Whitebeard possessed the Tremor fruit, which allows him to create quakes. He is considered the only person who could stand up to the power of Roger. Gol D. Roger was the pirate king. He was the first person to conquer the seas with his crew. The two shared a lot of respect. It is logical that the two clashed a lot as well. This fight has the potential to be one of the greatest fights in the series. Monkey D. Garp vs Gol D. Roger. Monkey D. Garp is known as the hero of the Marines. Garp is one of the last people remaining from the era of the Pirate King. Garp is a Navy Vice Admiral. He was offered the position of Admiral several times, but he rejected the offer because that would place him directly under the command of the Celestial Dragons. Despite being a pirate, Roger trusted Garp with his life. Garp and Roger have clashed several times throughout their lives, and they even teamed up to fight against Rox D. Xebec. Aokiji vs Akainu. Akainu and Aokiji are two of the strongest characters in One Piece. Akainu is currently the fleet admiral of the Marines. He has the Mag fruit that allows him to control magma at will. It is said to have one of the highest offensive powers among devil fruits. Aokiji is a former Navy admiral. He has the Ice fruit that allows him to turn anything into ice. He left the Navy after losing to Akainu. The battle between Akainu and Aokiji took place at Punk Hazard and it lasted for 10 days. Marines and Roger Pirates vs Rox Pirates. In One Piece, there aren't many events that would surpass this one in terms of magnitude. The battle took place on the God Valley. Monkey D. Garp decided to join forces with his arch-rival Gol D. Roger in order to stop Rox Pirates from causing any more trouble. The fight would have it all. Some of the biggest names such as Whitebeard, Roger, Kaido, Garp, Silvers Rayleigh, Xebec were involved in this fight. This fight put an end to Rox Pirates, so it holds a lot of significance in the world of One Piece. Kaido vs Shanks. This fight between the two Yonko took place just before the War of Marineford. Kaido was on his way to Marineford, but Shanks intercepted him and stopped him from going to Marineford. It is unclear what happened between the two of them. It is plausible to assume that Kaido did attack Shanks because he has a hunger for fighting. He wouldn't have been satisfied by just turning around and leaving. It will be interesting to see how Shanks managed to stop him. Shiki vs Garp and Sengoku. Golden Lion. Shiki is among the notorious pirates in the world. He has the float fruit, and with its power, he can make himself and non-livings float. After hearing the news of Roger being captured, Shiki went to Marineford and almost demolished it completely. It was only after the intervention of Garp and Sengoku that it stopped. The combined efforts of the two were enough to halt Shiki and send him to impel down. Afterward, Shiki escaped from Impel Down, thus making him the first person to do so. Blackbeard Pirates vs Whitebeard Pirates. This is another fight that we never got to see in One Piece. It is an important fight that caused a big change in the world. The fight was for the position of Yonko. Blackbeard saw it fit to attack the Whitebeard Pirates and he managed to beat them comfortably. It was pretty obvious that without Whitebeard, they would be beaten. However, it is still surprising that we didn't get to see this fight despite its importance in the series. Shanks vs Blackbeard. Shanks and Blackbeard seem to share some kind of history. When Blackbeard was still a member of the Whitebeard Pirates, he managed to inflict the wound on Shanks' left eye. When Shanks met Whitebeard, he told Whitebeard the wound which hurts the most was the one inflicted by Blackbeard. Blackbeard possesses the dark fruit and the tremor fruit. He is the only person who has 2 devil fruit powers. Blackbeard is a sly person and it isn't really surprising that he might have made a sneak attack on Shanks. It would be interesting to see how Blackbeard managed to scar Shanks back then. Sabo and the Revolutionary Army vs Admirals. Sabo is Luffy's sworn brother. He possesses the flame fruit with which he can manipulate fire at will. He is also the chief of staff of the Revolutionary Army. After Sabo heard the news of Kuma being enslaved at the Reverie, he decided to free him. The Revolutionary Army fought against Admiral Fujitora and Admiral Ryokugyu. There has been no clear news about their present condition. We only know that there is some tragic news concerning them. Only time will tell what has happened to them at Reverie.